Welcome back everybody to episode 18 of our Let's Play. We're down here in our deep basement and we have a bit of work to do. Last episode we were setting up the farms. I've taken the decision to actually plant a second one because we're going to use the second one to create the power to run the first one, because we're going to get into the biofuel processing as well. So the second one I've loaded up with a few things here, mostly Pam's plants plus carrots and potatoes. I think I'm going to need to do a processing step between these in order to actually get biofuel out of them, which is why we've got this machine, and I've forgotten to pick up the machines from upstairs, which is always good. So I've built some like scaffolding area around to be able to get up and down to the heights required. You could see that I've got some ducts to start transmitting things back and forth. We will need to jump start the system, so we'll be taking power from over here, but the important part, which is the stuff I left over here, are our biofuel generator and reactor and a sludge refiner, because the plant gatherer creates it as a byproduct. So we need to start setting up how the plant gatherer is going to work, how that's going to feed into our planter, and then how everything else is going to be taken from there. So we need multiple sides of each of the blocks, which is why we've been digging around for all of here. So our plant gatherer, we actually need 3 sides, so I need to dig this out a bit. We'll deal with tidying up what it looks like on the top later. In fact, do we need 3 sides for this? Yeah, energy, fluid and items. Yes, 3 sides. Right, so the first thing we want to do is hook up our item ducts to it, and they're going to go straight across to there. So it will extract from the plant gatherer. We may need to put a not filter, the other one. Words are failing me today. We may need to actually pull it out from there and take it across. So that pipe will mean that everything that is grabbed from the plant gatherer will come straight out and into here. Now that's fine, we need that to happen so that the plants keep going, but we will also need any residue ones to go off afterwards. Now the beautiful thing about the item ducts is that it will always try to deposit into the first inventory it finds, and then it will take everything else further down. We'll just take a little bit of fall damage, we've got plenty of health. So that's where it will then go into. Let's get this right around. Is it the bioreactor? Yeah, the bioreactor takes that. But we can't just necessarily put it straight into the bioreactor, because a few of these things need the processing step. So first one is going to be a formulaic assembler, or assemblacator even. So this will take cucumbers and will turn it into the cucumber seeds. These will then be taken out and put into our bioreactor. So what we're going to do is put the bioreactor here, and there'll be item ducts coming off from there, because some of them are going to be able to go straight to it. We need to put a filter on there. We need to just put the cucumber into filter and whitelist that, so only cucumbers go into that one. We'll be doing the same for each of the other bits and pieces. The bioreactor will take all the different types of things, and will then output a liquid which we want to put into our biofuel generator. Now this we want to have kind of in the middle, because the power is going to come from here. For all the machinery. So do we want to just put it underground to these ones? Because we're going to need 7 formulaic assembly gates altogether. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll put one underneath there. And then, yeah, it's a bit messy, but the whole point is we're not going to be coming down here all that often. So those power pipes do that. We also need to take power up to there. So we'll run power up the back of this. Clamber up this. Bit of sand there. So that will put the power into there. That I've done a slight dumb. I wanted to actually take the power out of this into another block first. So yeah, let's not put it under here. Let's put it, have that connected straight like that. Yeah, don't need that there. Do it like that. There we go. So it will be running off to go underneath the formulaic assemblicators and then up the back wall there, but it will also come out of the basic. Actually, let's do it so it comes out the bottom of that. Alright, so need to the sides. Alright, let's make it entirely transparent. Which one is the bottom? No. Salmon, isn't it? Yeah, okay, so that needs to be output, and then that one, other side, no, other side, that one, there we go. So that's input, that's output, perfect, right, because we will now need to run cables. We'll take this one up the middle part here. And this is why we have scaffolding, because getting it up to that height from ground level would be a pain. Perfect, right, so that's how the power is going to work hooked up. Fluid duct necked for this one. Oh yeah, we need to hook power into that one, and we're going to need the range modifiers for both of those. That's a point. Right, so fluid can come down here. Power, in fact, actually, is it better putting the power on that side? Yeah, it's going to be much better putting power on that side, so let's break all of that. Power down to there and just run that horizontally across from here. Much more efficient. Ow, fell off my scaffold. Right, then run the fluid duct down the other side, and that's actually going to be a bit more beneficial because we want to put this one in between. Let's just refill that. There we go. So much falling this episode. We want this quite a way away, if we're honest, because it is awful to be stood next to. Yeah, that'll do. Okay. All butterfingers today. Right, and then just run that under there, pick that up, grab that iron. Right, so the sludge refiner pulls all the horrible fluid sludge that's created by the plant gatherer and turns it into useful things. However, standing near it poisons you, so you don't want to be doing that if you can avoid it. Okay, so this is currently everything we need hooked up there. We're just going to need to go and put 2 of the range modifiers. I don't know why I'm going up. We need to go to our farm part. So we need range modifiers. And if this works, we'll make the other formulaic assemblicators. If it doesn't work, then I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board, and this episode's going to be a bit of a wash. But hey, we live, we learn, we make mistakes, we invest resources, and then we sob slightly if everything goes wrong. Range add-ons, it was the tin one, I want to say, +4, yeah. So we're going to need 1, oh, okay, we're going to need more glass panes apparently. Do we not have any glass left? No, it's just trying to use a different good type of glass, is why. Right. 2, 3. Oh, these don't stack. Of course they don't. Why would they stack? It's going to be easier to put them in from up top. So let's just go do that. Oh yeah, off camera I did also change the things, so the temple is now at the temple and home is now at home. Much better. Right, so just show your working area. Yeah, that's what we want. Show your working area. Perfect. And show your working area. Perfect. Right, everything there set up nicely. So we just need to actually get power into them to begin with, and everything will start kicking off. So a couple of ways we can do it. We can create some more leadstone flux ducts and take the power that way, or we can hook up some cableage to the far side of the machine, which is what we're going to do. Wires, that's the one. We're probably going to need more insulated LV wires actually. That's the copper with these things. Put those away for now. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Are we going to need more than that? No, I don't think so. Should be fine. I don't think we'll need all of that. So let's double check. Can we get all that distance? Longer cable? Yeah, we can. Okay, definitely not going to need very much then. This is going to be a bit of a pain. Just create an off part for that to hook onto. And just configure the top to accept from there for now. Okay, maybe we did need all the wire. This will start draining machines rapidly as it starts filling them all up with power. Right, let's just clone my scaffolding and see how things are going. So that's starting to plant things down, which is great. Does it in rows. Don't know if the other ones, yeah, the other ones managed to do it. They're all starting to build up power, so our medium voltage one is going to be emptying of power very quickly. But we just need to make sure that this is going. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. Let's just go up and see if the plant gatherer starts gathering plants and if it can output them, or whether I'm going to need to put the things to pull. So it's pulling power. Fairly sure it will need something to pull the items out afterwards, but it's going to be a little while for anything to grow. Right, yeah, let's just go up top and see how everything looks up there, and we'll also check how our base is doing for power in the meantime. What's this at? Oh, it's not going down as quickly as I thought it would be. That's, I mean, it's still going at over 1000 RF per tick, but hey, that's it's not too bad. So we could make a serious dent in it by putting a couple more water wheels in. That'd be pretty good. Right, so this is all laid out. This is laid out its first one, so it can do. This is now full of power. This one I haven't hooked up yet, so this isn't going to do anything just yet. But that's because that setup's going to require something slightly different, because we're going to need to hook that up to the RF system to pull items in, which is going to be a bit of a different kettle of fish. Though not much for one, it's only really going to take a chest as a difference. I should have got some bone meal out actually while I came past. That would have been sensible. Let's go do that. I can just force grow a plant and see how things go. Specifically the cucumbers, that's the one that we actually have the place for it to go to. Let's do that. Apparently I didn't have bone meal, so I'm going to need to put that into the system for sure. Probably shouldn't have connected that one up to the power actually. It's going to be a bit of a pain if everything grows up all the way. Cucumber, this corner, other corner. So that's now fully grown, and let's just do the same to the carrot, because that can't, one too many. Right, so that gathers. Didn't seem to put them. They're there. They are there. Excellent. Right, so that does need the servo. That's the word I could not remember for the life of me. So that needs a servo. It'll probably need it for the. yeah, it needs it for the fluid as well, so I'll need 2 servos per gatherer, and that should solve that side. So let's get that hooked up, and then as long as the cucumbers go where I'm expecting them to go, such a weird line of dialogue. I expect cucumbers to go in a specific place. What am I doing? So yeah, as long as they go where I'm expecting them to go, then everything will be fine. The first bunch of them will be put into the machine because it's got space for so many more. It won't be till later that we get the ones that are going to go into the bioreactor. Right, so just ignore redstone. There we go. So that starts flooding out. We should see them land in here. We're not seeing them land in there, are we? No. Not seeing them land in here either. Maybe we're just not able to see it because it happens so quickly. So we can stand next to this for the moment, because until it gets a full bucket and starts processing, we're not in any danger. Here. No items underneath because that goes to, damn it. So item duct, because we're going to need to put things back into there to begin with, and then sludge is going to be that side, so power I'll have to go this side. This is going to come down here. Actually, I think we can join them up and put them into that like that. There's not going to be so much coming through that it's going to be a pain, and that'll mean I can take the items out from this side much more easily. You can see I've brought the cable over already slightly, because we're going to need to work out how we want to pull item duct, the stuff that comes out of here. Because this creates things like clay and dirt and stuff like that, and the stuff that's going to come out of that one. So we need most of it to go into there, but then we need a longer piece from there coming down. Chest for the collection of all of it probably here, and then just run the collecting cable off it. We don't need to worry about the LVY relays because these are going to be taken out, because once this starts going, when we have enough fuel being generated, it will create its own set of power. But yeah, okay, so we're not going to be able to see it this episode because we're already running a little bit longer. In fact, let's see if we can just get the cucumbers to create in vast numbers and make sure they're going where they need to go. Because if that works, proof of concept is fine, and it's just a case of getting the formulaic assemblator to have recipes for all of the bits and pieces, and I think that's going to take one each. I can't find a way to make it work for more than one at a time, and then we can deal with getting the other bits and pieces set up that we want, like the acacia wood going straight to create the plastics, the oak wood being used to create our mana part. Yeah, so we've got more carrot. Oh yeah, because I was like, why is it connected to the potato and not the carrot? But it's because it was just processing that line when the carrots went into it. That's all it was. Silly zombie, go away. Right, can you gather up these? Thank you. Now you should replant these. Come on. Yeah, because this holds a quarter of a stack at a time. So the first few sets that it does each time will always need to be going in, but that's good that it is trying to put it in there first. Be a problem if it wasn't. Right, hopefully that's enough that we can now see it. Put them elsewhere. If this gets up to 16, oh, I don't know if it will. Not quite. Okay, right. Well, we'll have to leave it there, and we'll. Oh, we did get up to 16, and we've got some cucumbers in it. Wait, let's go and check downstairs. I'm really tempted to just dig down and just take the fall damage. It'll hurt, but yeah. Oh, right. Did it go into the formulated assemblator? It did not yet. Or maybe it had to plant some more beforehand. Oh well. Yeah, we're going to call that a part there for now. We haven't got any of the biofuel created as yet. We need to also set up for the formulaic assemblator to output what it creates into the bioreactor so it can start generating biofuel. Carrots should be landing there directly when they start doing. As all the potatoes, but the other ones we're going to need to set up the crafting step because it needs to be the seeds, and then that will, once all of them are going at the same time, this will create an awful lot of biofuel and output it straight into the generator. So let's we'll make sure we get all of that set up. I think I'll go and create the other formulaic assemblator because I'm pretty sure this is going to be the way it works. I just didn't want to invest the steel straight off. And that will be how this base then perpetuates its power for this side of things. And we can keep the industrial, the immersive engineering and wires in the base, and we'll keep using the other part outside. Oh, generating power again, that's fine. So the current maintenance power for that is not so much that my base is running out of power anymore, but it did take 500,000 RF to power up all those machines, and it'll take a good whack to power up the other formulaic assemblators as well, as they take 16k per one. But hey, so I'll get all that set up, get the other assemblators wired up, and the item duct parts of them set out as well, and hopefully at the beginning of the next one we can see our biofuel generator up and running. So thank you very much for joining me. I'll catch you next time.